Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of cryptocurrency arbitrage trading. I have been busy for a few days, so I didn't look at this all, and a lot has happened. So first of all, our trade benefiting from people crossing a very large spread has not earned too much money. We didn't get too many fills. These are the fills that we got over the past several days, which is not particularly impressive, but it's not too bad. So I have adjusted this. These are the hidden orders. So this sell is hiding just below that, and the buy is hiding just above this. It is still worth trying to sell a lot at 8730 because the mark price is here at 7893. So we can still kind of evacuate from the trade with the liquidation, most likely, if the mark price doesn't suddenly change. So we can keep this position, but a lot has happened on the ETHUSD perpetual swap. You can see that someone has bought loads of ETH and then sold a lot. So maybe someone had a lot of tested Bitcoin and he was just testing things out. Anyway, as a result, our premium, or a nice premium which we've had for a long time and which has made us a lot of money, is gone, and now it's trading at a discount. So you can see that the mark price is 230 while the traded price is 228. So it's a good opportunity to exit this trade. Like at the moment the projected funding is negative, and we are actually quite lucky I'm quite lucky that I have spotted it so at this point in time just now, just because we've only had one negative funding. So I have only lost some small amount of funds on this funding round and gained a bit here. So by the looks of it, the future funding will be negative, and the one after that will be negative as well. And being short, that means that I'm not being paid. So we should evacuate from this trade. So that means closing this. So let's just start closing it all. Now, I would really like to get some fills. The taker fees on BitMEX and everywhere else are pretty high, so I would do anything to avoid them. Let's see whether some bot will give us a fill. No fills so far. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate. So what we'll do is we'll just do a reduce on the trade, which should close everything. Oh god, someone has just front run us. That's not us. Just before I submitted it, someone has submitted a buy at 228.25. We'll see. We'll just keep moving the trade until it hits. So at the moment I consider this trade closed, and I will just do everything to close it soon, but at a maker fee, not at the taker fee. So we close this one as well. Reduce only, post only. And let's see whether some nice kind bot will give us a fill. Nope, no fills. A bit unfortunate. Fine. So we'll just wait until this closes. Now if the price starts running away from us, that's fine. It's a risk that we take. I'm okay with this risk. So we are fine here. Now this position we'll just keep. And as I said, this is not part of our arbitrage game. This is just to capture the difference between the buys and sells. Oh, some bot is, or some human is giving us some fills, which is great. So we have lost our main cash cow. We have lost ETHUSD, which was earning a lot of funds every 8 hours. So we need to find the second best. Well, not the second best, now the best one. And I can see that on XBT USD perpetual swap there is some positive funding now, and it's positive funding projected into the future, which is good. Let's look at the funding history to see whether there is any massive funding, and there is no massive funding. The last massive funding was ETHUSD, which we have already captured. So by looking at everywhere else, and we'll have a look everywhere else in a moment, I think this will be the best opportunity going short XBT USD, and then we need to go long somewhere. Now we could go long on the futures contracts, like June or March, but that involves some time component, and if these futures go the way we don't want them to go, that will cause us some trouble. So let's review all XBT USD hedge opportunities. How can we hedge against this position, which should be pretty profitable? So March future, we're already active on this. We don't have an intentional position here. We only have some small position, and we'll get rid of it at some point when the spread closes a little bit. Here the spreads are kind of more severe. Again, this is a future contract. It expires in June. Entering this trade would be a bit of a gamble. It can go either way. Now Bitcoin Yen and Bitcoin One, these contracts are interesting, and I think that this will be our hedge. So we will sell this XBT USD perpetual swap, and we'll go long on. So we can actually start doing that. So we have gathered 8.2 Bitcoin, so that's 820% gain. That's nice, since we've started this account with 1 BTC. So 8 Bitcoin, it's around 80 grand. So we should go maybe 5x, so that's 400 grand. Post only. Okay, so we are ready to short this one, and we need to go long somewhere. Now I think it's likely that we'll be able to open a 400 grand short on XBT USD. The open interest is 83 million, so that's good. Now these contracts could be too small for us to operate. Open value is 11 Bitcoin. Now we want to open 8 Bitcoin times 5 position. So we want to open 40 Bitcoin. This contract will not allow us to do that. It's the open interest is just too small. And here, here open value is 63 Bitcoin. That's much better. So what we will do is we'll try to buy. Now, how liquid is this? There are just some tiny trades, and these trades, like 5 Korean won, are equivalent of order value of pretty much nothing. We will struggle here, I'm afraid. So maybe rather than selling 100 grand, we could first test the waters and see how much we'll be able to buy. So let's buy 10 Bitcoin. Ooh, that's 100. That's more or less 10 Bitcoin. Post only. And see how it goes. We could actually double that. Fine, so we have a buy here. We'll place a buy here as well. Again, maybe for 20 Bitcoin or something. And I appreciate that these might not execute at all. We'll see. Where else can we see some opportunity? Now, these contracts only have one, well, these coins only have one contract, so there's absolutely no hedging opportunity there. Maybe if there was some massive premium, you could go YOLO, trying to capture the premium and hoping that the price will not move against you. Oh, here we go. There is some ETH. Oh, we are getting some tiny fills. So we'll see how things go. And ETH allows us to open some positions, but there's no particular opportunity. Is this chart working? So this chart doesn't seem to be working. There is no mark price there, or no benchmark, but we can see that the mark price is close to the index price. So there's no opportunity here. Here is the opportunity to go short, actually. I mean, do we want to go short? Do we think it will last? This funding is actually really sweet. It's 0.6. So maybe I should go long here. There is quite a... Yeah, I think it's a better opportunity to go long here. And I think most likely the ETHUSD perpetual swap will flip and we'll just reverse the trade afterwards. So as long as we get large part of our trades as a maker, that would be a good opportunity. So I've changed my mind. Let's try to capture these discounts. Or we can actually do it even better. We can long this, short XBT USD, and then get the rest of the hedge going reverse on the position which we've recently had, perpetual ETH XBT. So that's what we'll do. But we'll do our best to be a maker. Now, as you can see, just before I submitted an order, someone else had an order, 16K. Now I don't want this person to get a fill before us, so I have to move my trade, and that will mean executing against market. That's okay. Okay, so we are first in the queue to get filled. Oh, we actually got... Did we get more fills than expected? So I've submitted 150k and there is 40k here. I don't really appreciate what has happened, but it doesn't matter. Fine. So we're going long ETH, we're going short XBT USD. We can keep these contracts. These can be useful for the future. These are very cheap hedges for going short elsewhere. So I think we can keep these. My feeling is that we'll not get any significant fills on these contracts. Fine. So these two, Korean won and Japanese yen, we can ignore for the time being. We are short ETH. Oh god, that's what I expected. People try to front run us. Fine. Shall I start with closing the position? Well, we'll probably not get too many fails. So let's go there. I had reduce only ticked. This is why not everything executed. And now we're trying to open a long. So let's do it like that. So. Where are we at? So these orders are chasing us. Fine, let's buy here. And we'll be the first in the queue for at least a short while. Oh, getting some fills, that is great. Fine. So at the moment it is all chaotic. I will let the random people and the market makers and the bots give us some fills, and once we get some fills, we'll start making sure that everything is properly hedged. At the moment we are still short ETHUSD, so I hope that we'll be able to... God, this bot is... this price is running away from us. It's not a good sign. Okay, so we are getting some fills. Okay, so I'll leave it like this. The intention is to go maybe around 5x leveraged, and I think this trade will be short-lived. So I think, yeah, I think it will be only a few days at negative funding, but we'll see. The longer the better, and the moment it flips back to positive, we'll just reverse the trade. So knowing that we are going short, well, we're going long ETH and short BTC, we need to hedge somehow. So we could open a 10 BTC or maybe just 5 BTC position. Order value. Okay. So we're going long ETHUSD, so we need to short here. So let's start with 200. That we can achieve by 5 orders, 40 each. No, let's reduce only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and let's hope for some fills. Oh, we have actually sold quite a lot of these XBT USD contracts. So that means that we need to chase the other leg of the trade a little bit more aggressively, and that's the leg in question. Okay, so because the price is escaping from us and our intention is to stay pretty much hedged, we'll probably have to execute against the market. I don't think we'll get some good fills. Okay, we'll give it like 15 minutes and I'll execute against the market if we don't get enough. God, it's escaping from us quicker and quicker. The projected funding is still deep in the negative territory, so that's a good sign. Okay, and I think I will end this episode here. So you know the gist. The intention is to take advantage of the negative funding on ETHUSD, so we'll be going long ETHUSD, and we'll hedge by going long BTC USD this time on the going short XBT USD, which we have already done, so we are short 100k, and we'll hedge by selling this contract, ETHXBT perpetual swap, and I'll keep you updated about this. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Please have a look at the links below.